Today we are going to be reviewing the books that I read that I didn't like. Let's get into it. Okay, so we're going to start this off with two books from the same author, and that is Ali Hazelwood. I know her books are so popular and a lot of people love them, but I have read 3 of her books now, and safe to say most of them I did not enjoy. I did read one, which was Love Theoretically, that I gave like 3 stars. I don't have the physical copy with me because I read it on the Libby app, but it just, I don't know, I don't think it's my kind of book. So like I hate to like bash on the author because there's nothing wrong with like her writing or anything. It's just not my genre, I guess, and I tried to branch out and it just didn't like it. One of them is Love to Love You. This is 3 short stories. Now I actually did enjoy one of them, which was the first one, Stuck With You. I did really enjoy this one. I felt more for the characters and I was more invested. The other 2 did not like. I was so bored skipping through it. Like I could not get through this for the longest time, and then finally I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to finish this, and I hated it. Let's be real, I hated it. Then for some reason I decided to keep reading her books because maybe I thought maybe it's just one of these books. Like I liked Stuck With You, maybe the other 2 was just kind of a fluke. So I'm going to try reading a young adult version by her because I typically read young adult books, and that's where Check and Mate comes in. And I hated this book even more. Like if I had to torture myself with reading one of these, this would be the torture method. I was so bored. I don't know what this book is about other than chess. Like I can't tell you. Like I read this book, but I don't remember what happened. I don't even remember the main characters' names. I don't remember the plot. And so I have learned the 3 books that I have read by Ali Hazelwood that I just don't enjoy these kinds of books. These are the first 2 books that I just did not vibe with. Moving on, we have another book that I started to enjoy, and then it kind of fell flat for me, and that is In Deeper Waters by F.T. Lukens. Now, I did read another book by this author, which is I'll put it on the screen. It's over on my shelf somewhere, but I don't feel like getting up. But it is So This Is Ever After, and I loved that book. It was a 5-star read for me. Loved it. So I picked up another book by the author because I thought it was gonna be good. Actually ended up annotating some of it. The first half of it, like the first maybe 30 pages, no, 100 pages, I was annotating it, I was enjoying it, and then I put it down for like a few months and I just did not have the motivation to pick it back up again. Finally, I was like, okay, I really just want to finish this and get it out the way, because it was just like in the back of my head of like, I didn't finish this book, I really want to finish it, and it just wasn't the ending that I wanted it to be. I started getting really bored and frustrated with it. It was disappointing because I really wanted to like this book because I liked the other book by the same author. So next up I have We Were Liars by E. Lockhart, and this one again was a popular book that I saw that I wanted to try to read, and it's kind of outside my comfort zone, but it's still in YA, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this and it's gonna be great. And I struggled with this one. The writing style was very different to what I'm used to. It took me a while to like understand what was actually happening. I was really confused and kind of lost and bored. It was hard to keep my attention span on it. I didn't really get anything out of this book. Like, it just didn't give me anything. Alright, the next one is 10 Hours to Go by Kaylee Parrack. This one, really wanted to like it. Again, it fell flat. It was building up really well. I was enjoying it for the first little bit, and then halfway through, it was like, okay, these characters, kind of dumb. Choices that they were making was just really annoying. And the characters just kept having the same conversations just over and over again, and it felt like they would resolve something, and then like a few minutes later they were having the same argument about the same thing, and it's like, I thought you resolved that. So it was kind of like frustrating. Was not on the edge of my seat. I was not like hoping that the characters are gonna live or worrying about their, like, I wasn't like, oh my god, they're gonna die. Like, I was just like, oh, they're gonna be fine. The book built up really well and it had a lot of potential, but it did not deliver. Alright, the last book is Only If You're Lucky by Stacey Willingham. This book I actually DNF'd, but I made it 100 pages in and I just couldn't take it anymore. I was like, I'm not gonna enjoy this. I'm not gonna even waste my time on it because it just was not what I wanted it to be, and I could not even remember the characters' names. So yeah, that is the last book in the stack. Here we have the stack of books that I read and didn't like, plus a DNF. Comment down below if you've read any of these and if you liked them, or if you read it and you didn't like it as well, because I'd love to talk about opinions here and see what you guys thought of it. And alright, so that is all of the books. Make sure to follow my book talk. I post on there daily, as well as my Goodreads, so that we can be book besties. And make sure to also subscribe for more book videos. And I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye!